Hey, there's our girl.
Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, what, sleep? What if you were taken prisoner, kept in a cave by a cyclops, or I don't know, turned into a tree? I was worried sick.
Aww. I mean, I feel like we got to romance Freddy.
I feel like that too, yeah.
Like, I dig it. I dig it.
You were worried about me? Aw.
Well, you're my best friend in the whole world, Grace. Plus, what would the band do?
Lol.
Right, the band. Where are Kaz and Brian anyway?
I told them you were fine, which isn't a lie, because technically you are. Now tell me everything that happened. Huh.
Oh my god,
Persephone
cute.
runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
That's what we said.
That's what I said. Apollo? Lord of the Sun, god of prophecy? Do you trust him?
They're all crazy.
They're all crazy.
They're all crazy, tired, and bored.
As much as you can trust an idol. I swear, Freddy, they're all nuts.
Oh, yeah. If they're even a little like the stories, you should be super careful. So, what are your options? You need to go back to Apollo's place, right?
I could go back to the underworld. Make sure Persephone isn't taking my decision personally.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
I love Grace's expressions.
I know.
Every expression is just more over her head than the last. What could he want?
Huh. I wonder what he wants.
Probably to cash in his precious favor.
Yeah.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The Muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh no, they're cute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't like that he was trying to seduce you. What? What?
Huh. Do we want to go talk?
Journal.
We
Can
do.
we look at our journal?
Let's. There we go.
We've been getting all these journal updates.
Yeah. Okay, let's go through this real quick. So, Freddie, I only call her Farishta when I'm visiting her house. Her mom always makes these deep fried honey snacks I love. Oh, we have to date her now. That has been my best friend since probably forever. We used to make up rhymes while we skipped rope. It's been that long. We've come a long way from those days. Edge of Elysium is her band, and inviting me in was her idea. I was keen on joining since I haven't seen Freddie much since I left school, but it's been kind of rough going. I can sing, sure, and when we get a gig it feels good being up there on stage, but is this really my thing? I don't know. Freddie was at the apartment when Pan arrived, so I had to tell her everything. Part of me feels bad for getting her involved, but I have to admit, none of this felt quite real until I did. If anyone can figure this out, she can. Greek mythology has been her thing since 7th grade, and I'm glad she was there to back me up during the song with Pan. When we put our heads together, we can handle anything. And of course, Freddie was waiting up when I got back from the underworld. She apologized for how things went down with Pan during the song, but honestly, I get it now. My power draws the good and bad out of people, and I don't always get to choose which it will be. At any rate, it's good that I have Freddie at my side during all of this.
Aww.
I mean, yeah, like...
Yeah.
Calliope. Here we go. I knew Calliope was one of the Muses. Is that the same as being a god? But that's really about it. I don't know where she lived, what she got up to, or who her enemies were. I have so many questions. For one, what was she doing when she found me at the gymnasium? Was she just passing by, or did she plan that? How did she know where I lived? I keep thinking about what Calliope said to me before she died. She seemed so sad. Did she know this was going to happen? Most of all, why did she pick me? It appears Calliope was staying in an apartment, one that belonged to Persephone of all people, and it's actually not too far from mine. Could that be where Calliope was attacked? Am I crazy for agreeing to go check it out by myself? Calliope was one of 3 idols called the Muses, the last one still living, according to Apollo. Okay. Once they were his constant companions, but in the last few years they grew apart. Calliope was angry at how the idols had lost their way, and apparently argued with everyone a lot. Which doesn't sound like the Calliope I met at all. If it's true, it means that she wasn't the most popular idol, and there may be more suspects than I imagined. I visited Calliope's apartment. It was gorgeous, filled with every musical instrument you could imagine, and memorabilia dating back, 100 years or more. She had everything she could ever possibly want or need at her fingertips. Is this what it means to be the Muse? Apparently, after years of arguing with the idols and making everyone angry, Calliope finally left Olympus. And that's when she became friends with Persephone, who gave her the apartment. However, Persephone says they haven't spoken in 2 years, so she doesn't know what Calliope's been doing lately either. You know, thinking about this, these people are immortal and eternal. So 2 years is like a drop in the bucket to them, like it's a blink of the eye.
Yeah.
Hermes.
They're so cute.
Hermes is just happy to be here.
Just happy to be here.
Hermes is the idol who came to collect me at my apartment when Calliope died. I didn't know their name at the time, of course. Athena only mentioned who they were afterwards. I guess they're the god of doorways, maybe. I wonder if they can go anywhere with that power, into bank vaults on top of a mountain across the world. Pretty wild to think about. Could Hermes have been involved in Calliope's death? They seem surprised, if not really broken up about it. Not that Hermes strikes me as someone who does much deep thinking. They seem more like a kid. Although I guess looks can be deceiving. Why did they have to come when Calliope died? And they did it right away, too. Kind of suspicious, if you ask me. I ran into none other than Hermes at the underworld. I'm pretty sure they didn't follow me there. They were just vibing. You know, for an idol, they don't seem that bad.
Hermes is just happy to be here.
That's it. Hermes is just happy to be here. Would you believe Hermes has only been an idol for a year or so? They talk a lot about the old Hermes, so I guess they must have gone through something like me. They were there when the old Hermes died, and the eidolon passed on to them. How often does that happen, I wonder? They answered one question, at least, about how they showed up at the apartment so quickly. Apparently, when an idol dies, Hermes has to be there. Whoever Hermes is at the time, I guess. They were kind of closed-mouthed about it, but they just know. Strange story, but what else is new? Aphrodite. We don't know anything about Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, and I can believe it. She has that sparkle when you look at her. Like she's one of those old-timey movie stars. All glamour and presence. I bet if she walks into a room, everyone stops what they're doing to stare at her. Why she's part of the chorus, I have no idea. She seemed kind of quiet and sad, like she's busy writing some teary ballad in her head and not really listening to what's going on around her. If Aphrodite is behind Calliope's death, then she hides it super well. Maybe you just naturally learn how to be a great actress after 1,000 years or so. How would I know? There we go. Ah, the saddest of dads.
So sad. So dad.
I don't know much about this Apollo. He's the only guy on the chorus, but he didn't say much of anything until he kind of defended me, I guess. At least he disagreed with the you need to die verdict. I guess I owe him one. If I actually owed anyone for giving me an extra week before they killed me. Not sure about that. Athena introduced Apollo as the god of prophecy, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. Don't prophets wear long robes and speak in big booming voices? Oh, Grace. This one looks less like a god and more like a surfer who crashed on the beach after a party and still hasn't found all of his clothes. Could he have killed Calliope? I can't take anything for granted when it comes to these people. I went to Calliope's apartment, and who should I find there? Apollo, sitting there in the dark in a room that had obviously been turned inside out by somebody searching for something. He says he didn't do it, and that he was there mourning Calliope. They were close for a long time, it seems, but a rift began between them a couple of years ago that never quite healed. A couple years ago. That's when Calliope stopped talking to Persephone. That's
Yeah.
around the same time. Was it the kind of rift that might lead to her murder? For one, he keeps saying that helping me will do more harm than good. What does that even mean? According to him, his prophecies lock you into your fate as soon as you hear them, which could be good or bad, I guess. Apparently, they're not always 100% clear, so maybe he's right. Maybe it's better not to know. Thankfully, Apollo did have another way to help me, namely through a teenage computer whiz who lives in his dump of a home, the Oracle. Or just Oracle, as she insists that's just her handle. She found out that Calliope's apartment was owned by Persephone, so we're off to her nightclub to ask her why. Wow, seeing Apollo and Persephone biting each other's heads off was really eye-opening. Do all of the idols hold grudges against each other like this? If so, it's no wonder one of them got murdered. We got what we went for at the underworld, but Apollo and Persephone just couldn't stand working together for more than 5 minutes. Finally, he had enough, and so did I. Thankfully, Apollo is still willing to help me out. So much for "I'll just make everything worse, Grace." But says he'll need to give our next step some thought. If there's an idol behind it all, then they're a tricky one. Which, fantastic. Exactly what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
Athena's supposed to be the goddess of wisdom, but how does that work? Is it a power of hers? Does she just know things? She's supposed to be really powerful, but how exactly? Mostly she just seemed like my mom, or anyone's mom. Maybe that's what she is to the idols. The mom who looks after them and keeps them going. She was all smiles and even super sweet when she told me I had to die, like it would be no big deal. That makes her a scary mom, like the kind that demands to speak to the manager when things don't go her way, because things always go her way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's the cool mom, or maybe she'll keep smiling while she smothers me with a pillow, because she's thousands of years old and I'm basically nothing in comparison. And maybe she killed Calliope, and that makes me an annoyance because that means her murder didn't quite take. But then why give me the chance to prove myself? If she really wanted to be dead, couldn't she have just said, "Nope, no vote. Let's nip this in the bud"? Athena really seems like the type who'd do that, right? Idols are so confusing. Persephone laughed when I asked if Athena might be a suspect, like the suggestion was ridiculous. Athena's entire existence is based on protecting the idols, and apparently she'd never break her own rules. She sounds so fun.
So fun.
So fun.
Athena, god of Karens.
What did Athena say about Persephone? She's the queen of the underworld? I had to look it up, but that's basically the idol version of hell. So, does that mean it's a real place? Like, you die and you go to the underworld? Or maybe that only happens to idols. Mind you, Athena didn't exactly say Persephone was the queen of the underworld, did she? She said once the queen of the underworld, so she isn't any longer. And she's also the only idol that Athena didn't say was the god of something or other. I'm willing to bet there's a whole story about that. Whatever it is, it's pretty clear this Persephone hates me, and not just because she thinks I'm a murderer, because don't they all think that? It feels personal. Those sharp eyes of hers wanted to gut me and hang me on a clothesline, so I'd better watch my back. According to the Oracle, Persephone owns the apartment Calliope was living in, so they knew each other? Oh, Grace, no. They were close? Grace. I guess she's next on my list of idols to talk to, though I have a feeling she's not going to be very happy to see me. Apollo gave me the lowdown on Persephone. Apparently the whole story about how she was kidnapped by Hades, lord of the underworld, is more or less true. He made Persephone his bride against her will, and the other idols did squat to stop it. What the stories don't mention is how she later killed Hades and took his throne, only to have that throne taken away by the other idols as punishment for the murder. Persephone's pretty pissed about it still, and honestly, who wouldn't be? Things broke down between Apollo and Persephone very quickly. Persephone just couldn't resist taking pot shots, and Apollo couldn't help but respond. It was pretty sad to watch. Eventually, Apollo lost his cool completely and stormed out, and I went with him. At least we got what we came for?
Question mark?
Okay.
There he is. That bastard.
Oh, that bastard. I'm back the morning after going through the ringer, having just discovered I'm some kind of ancient muse, and guess who shows up at my apartment uninvited, poking around the kitchen like he's considering an investment. The idol's name is Pan, and I don't know what his deal is. He's a bit too smooth, seems to know a bit too much that he isn't saying, and just happened to know where to point me, which he offered for a price, of course. This one's shady, folks. I can just guess what kind of favor he's going to want. I actually ran into Pan again at the underworld, just by coincidence, so he says, hanging around in the very place this tip eventually led me to. Granted, the underworld is his kind of place, but what are the odds? Neither Apollo nor Persephone seem to consider Pan much of a suspect. He's not a murderer, according to them, even though his sudden involvement is really suspicious. And... nope, come on.
Come on, beefcake.
Go.
Beefcake.
There we go. I met Eros. Look out, like, I like the humble, like, folding hands in front of his like that, like.
Yeah.
I met Eros, the god of sex, just hanging around in the underworld, looking like a Turkish wrestler taking a quick break from his BDSM dungeon.
That's exactly what he looks like. I
Yeah.
love it.
He was nice enough, if kind of wrapped up in his own problems. Hardly seemed the killer type, but what do I know? Eros agreed to help me find Persephone. She either didn't know I was at the club or was avoiding me. That place is huge. After I convinced him I could make sure Persephone didn't blame him for it. Not that I'm sure I can. Frankly, I don't think he was all that convinced either. He just found me amusing, I guess. Okay.
I like him. He's a good bean.
He is. Okay. Okay. So, where do we go? We got Persephone, Pan, and Apollo. I should talk to Apollo or go see what Pan wants. Do we want to go to see Persephone first and then decide between Pan and Apollo?
I think that sounds like a good plan, yes.
Oh yeah, let's do that. We're going to go to Persephone.
We're gonna go to Persephone.
There we go.
As I recall, Grace, when I said stay or leave, you chose to leave. If it wasn't clear, I don't give second chances. Or did you have some other reason for darkening my doorstep?
Grace, can you just, for like 5 seconds, not look so surprised about everything?
I know, right? That's impossible, though.
I don't want to apologize for Apollo because that's not my place. And
Nope.
she won't accept it. I still need help.
I still need your help, Persephone. Apollo doesn't have to be here.
I gave you a choice, Grace, not him.
So that's it? You were willing to help me, but one mistake and we're through?
Idols suck.
I did help you. Now I trust Apollo will do the same, to the best of his limited capabilities.
You need me.
Yeah.
You haven't considered that maybe you need me for your plans?
What would you know of my plans?
Just that you have them. And if you need anything, it's allies. Allies like me.
Ever persistent. You remind me of her a little.
Of who? Calliope?
It's an interesting offer, Grace. I'll consider it, truly.
All right, hey, I'll take that.
I'll take it, yeah.
Okay. I feel like we've sat and dadded around a lot. Do we want to go talk to Pan and see what's going on there?
Yeah, I think we need some more smooth talking, beautiful goat man in our lives.
I feel like we need a bit of a palate cleanser from the sadness.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Like I love Apollo, I do, but like goddamn, let's go talk to Pan. That's not conspicuous at all, guys.
No, not even a little. Hey, it's that tree where we sang a song.
Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight.
This is hidden.
Marvelous, isn't it?
Is Olympus hidden?
Seriously.
I have to ask.
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
How many idols are there? Yeah, let's see.
That's a good question.
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
Do most idols live here?
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him
That's
my
some
apartment?
shade.
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
Right. Good point.
I really don't want to give up my apartment, though. That thing's rent controlled.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better.
Oh, fuck.
This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
You asked me to meet you here?
I did. Though I feared you might decline, considering your rather callous rejection earlier.
Oh, don't be sad.
Regardless, my pride is intact, as is the favor you owe me, which I now wish to collect.
Yeah, I'm not breaking rules.
Yeah.
Fine. But just so you know, I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. I already have one trial coming.
Grace, baby, Boobala. Have
Boobala.
I ever led you astray?
I've known you for like a day.
Yet.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires.
Okay.
I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help
The
him,
reliquary.
then we're even.
Oh,
If
Luke
that's
is
not enough
smiling.
incentive,
Great.
the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
Did that rhyme intentionally, or was that just a fluke?
Yeah.
What kind of favor is
This
this?
person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
A matter of the heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
What do you get out of this? That's it?
So that's
I
it?
guess we'll find out.
Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly and with open arms.
Ooh.
God damn!
He's so smooth.
Did Calliope do that?
Ooh.
What about Calliope? Did she walk into harm knowingly and with open arms?
You tell me. I could deny it, of course, but if you choose not to believe anything I say, what's the point of asking the question?
I love him.
Oh
He's
my
so
god,
good.
he's so fucking good. I love this spy versus spy bullshit. Okay, what is a reliquary?
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly. We store them
She
in a
was so
faraway
unimpressed.
place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Ooh.
Unsavory
Oh,
like
no.
most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
Is the reliquary dangerous?
If these relics are off
Knowledge is
limits,
dangerous.
does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
I love how self-aware he is.
I know, right? It's great.
Like, this isn't like it's you know, a lot of times you get these characters and there's a lot of banter and they're kind of full of themselves. Like, he is 100% completely self-aware of his whole business.
Yes.
Which makes these interactions a lot more interesting because, like, yeah, I don't trust him to have an ulterior motive, but I do trust him to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
Oh, so it's her
And if
fault
she's
everyone's
not
hot.
of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
No, but I just
No.
want to ask all the questions to get
think
through
about
all
it.
of your voice lines.
No
Yeah.
promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion.
Uh-oh.
Lovely fellow, quite harmless.
Uh-oh!
I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all
He's
those
so
things.
good.
Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
That is the look of a woman who knows she's being played,
Yep.
but she's into it.
Goodbye, handsome, for now.
All right, let's go to the reliquary. I
I don't know who that is, Loop. I just said uh-oh because the name Asterion immediately makes me think of the sexy vampire elf from Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. All right, let's go to the reliquary. I want to see what this business is about.
Shipping container, huh?
Oh.
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting, I don't know, rats.
Yeah.
Instead, we have. Where the hell are we?
It's hard to say. Weren't we going to some kind of library?
I thought you'd like it.
Yeah, Pan said there would be books. You like books, right?
I do like books. Mm-hmm.
See, there you go. Apparently, this reliquary place has all the books you could ever dream of.
A reliquary? Ooh, I bet it has relics. I want a wand of fireballs.
You are such a nerd.
Speaking of, how much do you actually know about Hecate and this idol you're supposed to help?
Yeah, tell me about
Do
Hecate.
you know anything about this
Yeah.
Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
Let's see. Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
You're amazing. Their chemistry is through the goddamn roof.
I'm so glad I brought you, Freddy. I wouldn't know the first thing about any of
Aww.
Nah. Well, I hope it's actually helpful to tell you these things.
this. Why wouldn't it be?
Because it could all be wrong. I would have never pegged Apollo for a surfer dude with confidence issues.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, good point.
And about the idol.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterion.
And you know who that is, right?
No.
No. Should I?
That's the Minotaur's real
What?
name. You know, big bullhead, horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Pan did not mention that.
Of course Pan wouldn't mention
Why am I
that.
not surprised?
Nope.
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero Theseus.
Well, not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends?
Maybe he needs to start eating them out.
Or maybe he just needs to switch to boyfriends. You know, it's like switching to decaf.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
I am interested in the relics, yes.
Yes.
Honestly, the reliquary is what I'm really interested in.
Ooh, a plan C. Go on.
There has to be some magical relic that could help me out. The trick will be finding it and getting my hands on it.
That will be a trick, yeah. I love your plans.
This girl is ride or die for us. Like, god damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, she's
Hello.
giant.
Step on me, giant lady. Thank you, Loop.
Thank you,
I
Luke.
guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came.
Okay. No, we're gonna stick with the. I'm technically not mortal right now.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not mortal! Wow, does that sound weird coming out of my mouth?
You, perhaps, but the one with you? Mortals cannot learn of the knowledge kept here. Not ever!
Freddy's special.
Freddy's not just any mortal. She's special. And she already knows about the idols.
Look at that winning
We
smile.
have been revealed. We are undone!
What? No.
Where's my
no,
fainting
not
couch?
done. I swear, I can go if you want. I will. I'm not gonna tell a soul. It's enough that I even got to see this place. It is so amazing. It's like the Great Library of Alexandria, which, you know, was destroyed, and one of the greatest tragedies of human history.
I
Amazing.
have created this sanctuary at great cost. Knowledge is fragile and must be respected.
I'm so glad that we nerded at her and she's like, you know what? No, you can stay.
I mean, the Library of Alexandria was a tragic loss.
I agree. You know what? Hecate, meet Freddy. We're,
Yep.
If you want someone who respects knowledge, Freddy is definitely your gal. Hecate? Meet Freddy. Music lover, writer of lyrics, reader of so many books, I doubt she even knows how many.
Hi. Big fan.
Ah, mortal, you wish to see more. I can see the fire burning in your eyes.
Oh my god, you have no idea. Ever since Grace told me about this place, I have been dying to see it with my own eyes. Seriously. Like, is that a spiral staircase over there? Can I climb that thing? Do you have like those ladders that like slide around and like help you go higher? Because I would love to just like stand on those. It's like my dream. I like, have dreams about it, and it's like my favorite thing to even just dream about. Just books in general.
No, you cannot be Grace.
Sure am.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months
wait,
yet.
what?
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now.
Oh, she exists in all
That
time.
cannot be.
Like,
It is
simultaneously, it seems.
Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident, and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
Huh. Okay.
Problem.
We
Guess
got a
I'm not the only
problem.
one with a problem.
But this cannot be.
The sooner you accept that someone, somehow, screwed up your magic books, the sooner we can get on to figuring out what happened.
Uh-oh.
You will explain. We will both sit, and you will explain. There will be tea.
Fuck yes!
I love
This
her.
book you speak of, she goes back in time to meet a Scotsman lover who exists in the past?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Several times. It's pretty awesome. You really don't have it?
Mortal printing has outpaced my capacity, I fear. I must focus my efforts on a select portion.
She's so bored.
I hate to interrupt girl talk, but you said we have a problem?
Indeed. From what you have described, something outside the realm of fate has occurred.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Years? I don't have years.
That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
Huh. Oh, let's see. Can't you speed that up first?
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moy what?
You might know them as the
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Fates.
fates.
They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not sound good.
Certainly not. They are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
All right, let's go. Let's meet Asterion.
Asterion.
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? How strange.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh my god.
are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Pan. No, let's not say Pan.
Yeah, let's talk.
Let's just talk.
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you needed help with?
Oh, nope. No. I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Ah, please say, it is written.
It is written.
Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
No, it
Well, I
wasn't.
don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
Now we know that someone messed with Hecate's books.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go back to Pan. I don't want to sneak in it either. Let's use our powers. Let's yell songs at people.
Yeah.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, innit?
I love every single character in this
I'm
game.
so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, all right? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Kate?
Kate? You don't mean...
Oh, that is so cute.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love
No!
with dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please help me tell her.
Oh, God. Okay,
That's precious.
We're gonna start with this
Let
one.
me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me and she doesn't even have to be. Oh, we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. Well, I want to try. Oh, won't you help me?
Oh, no, we have to help him.
Yeah, well, why Kate?
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, you know, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead?
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time, I end up knocking over a table or killing a cat or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
We're gonna help him.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate. What is it you think I can do?
A Muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. You know?
I need you to
Please,
make my mouth
please say
talk
you'll help
good.
me.
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, usually when we can explore, we can do all of them.
Yeah, let's
Hecate
just start
might
with...
say no. You know that, right?
Well, she probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me.
No, you're
But
great.
just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, you know, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you. No matter what she says. I promise.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo
I mean,
her
all of this?
with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear she's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
We're doing this.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm exactly sure what to do.
Can't you just, start the music?
Yeah, but to do what?
Oh, leave that to me. I am so excited about this, I can't even stand it.
What exactly did you have in mind, Freddy?
Freddie?
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest. You can do it.
This is so good.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me. You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
Oh no, this is too cute.
This is fucking precious. Holy shit.
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Did not just say that.
Oh, Katie, to me, you know you in rapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really?
Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically.
Let's give Hecate.
Yes.
It's just you and me.
I cannot hide from my reality. Can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Couldn't. Oh, I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we
No.
share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song
You
better
know what?
than I do.
Let's get in there.
Yeah.
This is a disaster. Grace, help me.
Hecate, if you don't mind, I'll take the floor because I feel obliged to help this minotaur. He's a bit absurd, he gets stuck on a word, but he flies like a bird when you walk in the door. Could the love of your life be right under your chin? Well, there's no need to guess, he's already moved in.
Please understand, Grace, it's not him I can't face. My heart is a difficult place to admire. Hot coals at its core, burned so many before, yet he carries this torch, unaware of the fire. I'm tempted, but what you're all telling me is nothing will go wrong, for it's destiny. Have you truly considered this carefully? Black magic takes a toll, and if you lose control, the cost is paid by reality. Is my heart worth everything going amiss? I cannot protect you from the dark abyss, so don't dismiss, just resist.
You think that I don't know the darkness inside of me. You know the stars, but do you remember your history? I love the person I have become. You changed me. Come with
Freddy.
Freddy's me right now.
Come with me. Come with me.
Asterion,
Kate?
it seems you've cast a spell on me.
Oh my god.
You will not regret this.
Not yet.
Oh my god.
It is written. You've cast a spell on me. To think I shall have my own story. You've cast a spell on me. And we shall write it together. You've cast a spell on me. A tale of romance and glory. You've cast a spell on me. But do we have enough leather? You've cast a spell
What?
on me.
It occurs to me that's kind of a terrible question to ask
Wow.
a cowman.
Yeah.
Was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
Oh, wasn't it written?
Ooh.
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written? Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
Ugh. God.
I'm happy it worked out.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Wow, look at you. Living the wildlife.
Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Yeah.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
Give them a couple of hours.
Yeah,
How
it's gonna
long
be
are
a
we
little
supposed to wait? It's been over an hour.
I'm sure it's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise.
bit. Yeah, Minotaur favor.
Yeah, Minotaur favor.
Say, when I tell you.
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Is everything okay?
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
Whoa,
She
wait.
did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope
She's the one
died,
that altered the
she
books
broke in
then.
somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms.
Wait.
And I chased after her.
You didn't touch anything.
So she broke in as a diversion.
Oh.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Wards.
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
wards.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, well, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
Okay. How do you know nothing was taken?
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her. Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
Huh.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's, well, she's not the chatty type, you know? She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
Did you ever
You
find
chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was hurt, bleeding bad, but I don't know why.
Whoa, wait.
I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
Why was Medusa
What was
here?
Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary, though. She was just out here in the fog.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
Okay, how was Calliope wounded?
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so, they vanished after.
Okay, what kind of relics are there?
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
It's supposed to be
the
just
golden fleece, the shield of
wisdom
Zeus,
and
the sword
knowledge.
of Damocles? Is it suspended?
Oh my god!
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real.
Neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
Well, she's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right? I thought maybe that's why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
You okay there, friendo?
Friendo.
I'm missing something.
I just can't help but feel like I'm missing something right in front of me.
How so?
Calliope came here for a reason. Why? Someone has to know because they knew she was here.
True.
And Athena knows what went down here. She can't honestly still think it was me, can she?
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
What an adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment, okay?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I think after we're done with Pan, we'll call it.
Perfect.
I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
Wait, what?
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You knew I would, obviously.
Obviously.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Come on, Pan. How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You had to know I'd discover that. If you wanted me to know, why not just tell me?
Then he wouldn't have gotten
What's
the book.
The angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious,
What's the book?
Pan.
What's in the book, Pan?
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the Reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
I think so, because again, this doesn't work with him, but I want to know what was in that book. Why did he want that book? That was that was his entire game here, was the book.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna say I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, Pan, but you make this really hard.
Ah, yes. Doubt. What a fascinating concept, and an excellent reason to hesitate. Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
Oh, baby.
You know what? He's been helpful. He's getting his own shit out of it.
Yeah.
So
If you're still up for trading favors, I could use more help.
Oh, of course you could. If I can make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
That's your suggestion?
And why not? It's the same as when I first met you, Grace. You can enjoy being an idol. Simply follow my lead.
no, because this will probably go more romance stuff.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Answer's the same as the first time. No thanks.
Can you blame me for trying? Come, dance with me, Grace. One more time before you,
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
You'll want to find Medusa, I suppose.
Oh shit!
She was at the reliquary, but you already knew that.
You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should
Wrong.
be treated as such.
Incorrect.
Listen, they're taking celebrities. Okay, this is.
I mean, okay, so like the whole overtone of the story is like, oh, Medusa, what a hideous monster. She turned men to stone with her gaze. But
Right.
what doesn't often get told is she was a victim of sexual assault and then she was punished for being sexually assaulted by
Oh, yeah.
being turned into a horrible monster. So,
Yep.
you know, she's not a monster.
Yeah, no, the only thing that we hear about is the second half of that story.
Yup. Okay, well,
Okay. I think this game auto-saves, I'm assuming. Because I don't see
I mean, probably if you click main menu, it'll ask if you want to save or
No,
whatever.
well...
No?
Well, let's... Okay, well, it just says continue Act 2, so it'll pick us up there, probably.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Whew! Man, 3 hours flew by. Holy
It sure
shit.
did. What a delight.
I am really, like... I'm going to be mulling this over because, okay, before we sign off, let's kind of go over what we know. So Calliope was in Hecate's tower and touched something that set off the alarm. She was already wounded. That's why she was attacked.
Yes.
So we also know that Hecate thought that Calliope was going to die in, what was it, like 11
months.
11 months in a car accident?
Yeah.
So...
Oh, she also said that Calliope joined Grace's band.
Yes.
But at the time... Wait, no, I guess it would make sense. So, like, if Calliope showed up and we sang our cute little duet together, and then she left, went to the Reliquary, got stabbed, rewrote some stuff, and then went back to Grace. Okay, that would make sense.
What probably happened was Calliope was looking for a successor, just in general. Or maybe she was just drawn to Grace from... She heard her sing and thought, hey, maybe this will be the successor. So I guess the entire point was that she was going to join the band, get to know Grace, and then, like, because, like, we saw with Hermes, they knew the previous Hermes. They were friends.
Yeah, they were friends. Yeah.
So that's probably how it was going to go with Calliope and Grace, but something happened. So then she went to Hecate's tower where she got attacked. Why did she go to the tower? Someone had to have sent her there. Someone had to have sent her there to do something. That's where she was attacked. She had to get out of there. She went back to Grace to pass on her Eidolon. Athena's covering all of this up. So Athena's trying to protect somebody.
Yes.
That's why she swore Hecate to secrecy, but not Asterion.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, there's still more we obviously don't know, but I think we've got the timeline now. We've got motives. It wasn't Persephone, and it wasn't Apollo.
Yeah. And Dawn says maybe Calliope wanted to go somewhere that her presence would be noted and questioned.
That's possible. That is very true. Yeah, because Persephone obviously cared about Calliope because they both seemed to have that sort of, like, Calliope was a bit of an instigator, and they both felt, you know, kind of like outside of the chorus, like all of the other idols seemed to resent them for some reason. Like they said,
well, I mean, they were dissatisfied with where they were in their lives.
Yeah, considering what happened with Persephone being kidnapped by Hades, and then Calliope and with the other muses, the last muse, like neither of them liked the other idols because of all of that. Like they were dissatisfied, and they were tired of the same thing over and over and over again.
Like it's just like I was saying with the legend of Medusa. You know, she was sexually assaulted and punished for her assault.
Yeah.
The same thing essentially happened to Persephone. You know, she was kidnapped, forced to marry her kidnapper, and then, you know, forced to live with him. It's like that's shit. That's bullshit.
And then in this, she killed Hades, and then had the underworld taken away from her as punishment.
Yeah.
So, okay, and the reason why Apollo didn't do it is because Apollo is too sad. He's just too sad.
He's too sad.
He has no motive because he clearly cared for the muses. He loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Oh man, I am absolutely going to be puzzling over this for the next couple of days, but we're going to pick this back up on Thursday. Yep. I'm loving this game so much. The talent on display in this game is unreal.
It's insane. It's insanely good.
So, we will be back on Thursday. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube at Occults Receivable. Killer Frequency is going up in case you missed any of that. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Receivable. You can follow us on Blue Sky at Occults Receivable. You can follow me on both places at Tamazmataz, and you can follow Theresa at Kara, Blue Sky, and YouTube at Tiny Kiwi Studio. So we will be back on Thursday night with more Stray Gods. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.